Breakbox, the sensory treasure toolbox filled with items for the classroom, for travel, for home, clinic, or camp.
Hi, this is Ilana, the physical therapist here at Fun and Function, and today I want to show you our break box. What is a break box? Well, a break box is a box, almost like a treasure box, full of great sensory tools that can be used in a clinic or at home or a classroom to provide kids with a break that will help re-engage their bodies and their brains. When you open your break box, you're going to find tools that benefit fine motor, gross motor, touch, weight, eye-hand coordination. We have several different break boxes. We have break boxes for after school, break boxes for home, break boxes for early childhood, and break boxes for the classroom. We also have it where you can create your own break box. So it really just depends on the environment that you're working in. As a teacher, you might want to use your break box as a center where kids can go to the center to get a sensory break. Or you might want to keep it up on a shelf for a select few children who occasionally need a sensory break. You may actually want to incorporate the items in your break box into your lesson planning. And that's really a great way to engage the body with the brain. So as your children are learning, they're also getting great sensory feedback. But let's take a look at some of the items that you might find in a break box. And once again, your break box may differ from these items, but this is an example of how you may use some of these items either in your classroom or at home, or once again after school. You might find one of our body socks. This one is our animal body sock. And this is a great, fantastic tool for learning about body position in space. So if you're a teacher doing a unit on movement or body awareness, a body sock is a tool to use in a center or as part of your lesson planning. You can also use these at home for a great workout or stretching. The kids get inside of it and they can move around and really get a feel for the resistance against their muscles and where their body parts are in space. You also may find some headphones. These are noise reduction headphones, and these are great for your kids who are auditorily sensitive. So these can be just also used if you're doing a lesson on hearing or the senses and you want to block out some noise, or your child is doing some homework. They may benefit from using some noise reduction earphones. This is our pressure foam roller, and this roller is so great for getting a heavy workout. Now in the classroom, this can actually be used as a cooperative activity between two children, where one child is doing the heavy work and the other child is actually feeling what that feels like on their body. You could use this in a lesson plan on the body. You can use it as a sensory break for kids who are getting a little bit too wound up and they need some good heavy work to use in the classroom. You know, we always think of heavy work as having to like run out of the classroom or go to recess, but this can actually be used right in their chair or, you know, on their back with some nice gentle pressure. And kids are going to have to learn how much pressure to give and how much pressure they like. This can also be used at home after school, long hard day, get a nice rub down and get some good calm relaxation. You might find some fine motor tools in your sensory box. This is our Tangle, and this is really great because it's got little tactile bumps. So if you're doing a unit on touch or sensation or awareness, this is great for sensitivity. It can also be used as a fidget to keep fingers busy. So if you have a child that's just overly fidgety, a great fidget in their hands like a Tangle would be a great addition to your classroom. We have a vibrating turtle here. This is Tickles the Turtle, and kids love him. And he is so terrific for understanding a different type of touch. So if you're doing a unit on touch or the body, you know, you might have some things that are heavy, some things that are prickly, and you might want something that vibrates. He's also really effective for calming kids down, but he can also be used as an alerting tool to wake them up. So you may want to do something with kids on how they become alert or how they relax and the type of different sensations that they like to feel. We also have weighted beanbags, and you will find something weighted in your break box. These are really great for eye-hand coordination. They're also good because they have different textures on them. Kids can also try to figure out different weights. If you're doing a unit in your classroom on measures and weights, our weighted beanbags are fantastic for that. Kids like to also hide them and go find them. And when they pick them up, they've got just enough weight to give them some feedback. You'll also find some sort of cushion in your break box. And this is our gel cushion, and what's neat is the kids can actually find the little pieces in it and discuss them, and it has a very different sensation than just your average cushion because there's gel inside. So we've got little fish and little balls in this one, but all of our cushions are kind of neat. Some have air, some have gel. You can pretty much select whichever cushion you like. Kids can sit on this, so it's great for kids that are wiggly, and you can actually use it as a unit in your classroom to find out about posture and sitting and how you like to sit best. This is a great unit when you're really trying to get your kids to focus in on paying attention and learning how to pay attention. So how do you like to sit best? Do you like to sit on a cushion? Do you like to sit on your chair with your feet flat on the floor? So this can be part of a really great unit. At Fun and Function, we have our own line of putty. You can pretty much put any of our putties into your break box. Here today I have our Grab the Goodies. This is our putty with pieces. And what I love about this putty is the kids actually have to pull the little pieces out of the putty, and then they can also push the pieces back into the putty. So if you're doing a unit on handwriting, you might want to have the kids working out with a little bit of the putty first to get a feel for their fingers and their hands before they start writing. It's a great warm-up, whether you're using the putty at home or as part of a unit on handwriting, like I said, in your classroom. Putty with pieces is fantastic. Because this putty has such great little pieces inside, you can also use it to discuss the actual items inside. So you could have a unit as part of your writing, and you can have the pieces laid outside, and the kids can actually formulate a story with the putty and the pieces. So they're getting great activity and cognition and fine motor, all in one great product. As I said, we have other types of putty. This is our emotions putty, and it's just great for kids who need a little bit more heavy handwork during the day or a sensory break. It can be used as part of a sensory break, or it can be used as part of a unit. You'll also find some other types of fidgets that are available for your sensory box. This is our spaghetti fidget, and I love it because of its visual enticement. It could be used in a unit on teaching color, recognition, texture, used at home as a chewy. This can be washed clean very easily. Kids love the spaghetti fidget. It's bright and colorful. Of course, it can be clipped onto clothing, but you can also keep it as part of your sensory unit for kids that need to get up and fidget. And we also recommend that you have a lap pad of some form in your sensory toolbox. The lap pads at Fun and Function are fantastic. They all have different features. This one has pictures on one side that you then flip over to find them in the scene on the other side. This could be used on a unit that you're teaching about animals. This one has animals on it that you have to find. You could use it once again on a unit that you're teaching on weights and measures. It could also be used for any child that needs more weight while they're sitting to keep them calm and relaxed. They can use it at their desk or on the floor. Parents can use it for homework time. Gotta have a lap pad. Of course, you can select your own items to put in our break boxes. So look online today and design the break box that you need for your kids at funandfunction.com.
Your break box from Fun and Function will include a variety of tools that can be used for sensory breaks, including items for fine motor, gross motor, touch, heavy work, and vision.